Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Thursday, the 17th of July 2025. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying your Thursday or whatever day of the week it is when you are playing this particular game. What's going on? News from the UK is that they are going to lower the age of voting to 16. Seems like a positive thing, although I don't know that it will benefit any one particular group. I mean, you might imagine that young people are a bit more open-minded and liberal, but as we saw in America in the last election, there's a lot of toxic masculinity around, and lunatics like young men voted for Trump in large numbers in the US. So I don't know that it will benefit any particular party, but it seems like a reasonable thing to do. More news about voting in the UK is that they are looking into ways to improve automatic voter registration using technology, so to make sure that everybody has a chance to vote. What they are not discussing and what they should discuss, two things. First of all, compulsory voting, as is the case in many countries. Here in Thailand, it's compulsory to vote. I think that's an important thing. I think that should be the case. And secondly, the most important thing, not a single dicky bird, that's right, Cockney rhyming slang for a word, about proportional representation. Of course, a much fairer democratic system, which the major parties are very afraid of, because they tend to like it kicked backwards and forwards between the pair of them, much like in the US as well. PR is a much better form of democracy. It's not perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect form of democracy. You have to understand that. But it's a better form, a more representative form. So no mention about PR, of course, from the Labour Party, who are sitting with a large majority at the moment. We'll see what happens in the future. That was the one thing the Lib Dems had a chance to do when they made a pact with the Tories. But they just what was his name now? I've forgotten his name. Nick Clegg went and moved to Facebook and became a Facebook spokesperson. But he had a chance to do something like, hold the Tories to ransom and say, look, we're not going to do anything unless you got moved to PR. But he never did. Too soft. Right, we start with the digit 1 here. And we've got 4 blocking across there, so we'll get a 4. I forgot to mention what this game is. This is the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. It is a regular for this channel, so if you've been here before, you probably know what it is already. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, hello, hope you are keeping well, and please subscribe. Thank you very much. Right, now, we've got 1 and 4 in these 2 columns. That's going to put 1 and 4 into those squares there. It's a bit noisy outside, excuse me. 1 and 4 into those squares there. So we got 7s then in those squares. 7s down there. 2 somewhere in the middle. 2 somewhere down there. 5. Oh, that's nothing to do with it. But anyway, we'll put a 5 in there. Excuse me. Let's have a look and see what goes in these squares here. Excuse me. Messages on my phone. I'll turn the sound off. Right, okay. I've got nothing urgent to come in, I think. What am I looking for? 2, 3, 6, 9. Is that right? So 2's there, 9's there. 3, 6, I don't know. Don't know yet. I've just seen the 9 blocking down there and 9 across there, so let's put that in now. 6, no, sorry, let's just do this. 8 blocks up here, 8 blocks up there, that's got to be an 8 there. 6 blocks across here, that puts 6 into one of those squares blocking up there. That must be our 6. This will be a 3. And we can get this, can't we? Because we know that this is 1 and 4. So down here we have 2, 6 and 7. 2, 6, 7, and this is not 2, 6 or 7, it's got to be a 3. I think numbers over here are 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, they are. 4, 5, and 7 together, so that's a 6. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, I can't see very much, and so I shall play the game with pencil marks. As I usually do. All right, let's get on with what's missing here. This is 7 and 6. This was 1 and 4. I remember that from the beginning. We have 2s in these squares. We have 9s in those squares, and we have 3s in those squares there. Down here we have 2 anywhere. We have 6 in those squares, and we have 7 anywhere. We've got 1 blocking across here and across here, so there's a pair of 1s up there. 2s are somewhere in that section there and down here. 3s can only go in one of those 2 squares there. Seven, not particularly great. And I think that's it. I think that's all I can place with regards to pairs. So obviously the right hand side is done. I think we'll just come along the top, work our way across. Let's see, 3 blocks across here, so we've got 3s as candidates there. 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks across there. 9 is the other number we need. 9 blocks like this, so we'll put 9s into those squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks across there, and 9 blocks across here and up there. So there we go. Right, top chute is now complete, and also pretty unhelpful. Right, let's try it down here then. 3, what do we know? Any info about 4? I don't think so. Seven. Oh, that hasn't happened for a long time. A random crash on the screen recording software. I don't know if something was cut off there. Probably it was. But I was just about to put in candidate 9 and the screen just disappeared. Poof, it went. And so I'll put digit 9 into those squares as candidates and hope that nothing, hope it hasn't missed anything important. If it has, we'll catch up on the digits later anyway. What else do we know? We've got 1s blocking like this. 4 blocking across there, 5 like this. That lonesome 7 up there is not very good for us. 8, 9 are done. Don't know. Let's look at this block across the middle. 1s can go in those squares there. 2. 4. 5 is done actually. 6. Again, 7 up there is terrible. So I've got a pair of 3 and 9, hidden pair 3 and 9 in this row. Because look, we've got 1, 4, 6, 7 in these squares here. So that means that can only be 3 or 9. So the 4, 6 and 7 can be removed. And let's hope that's given us something now. I'll click on the 3s. And click on the 9s. Don't know. Anyway, I've got one more block to go. I'm going to put in the rest of the candidates first, and then we'll start checking everywhere. 1s go in these squares here. 2, any news on 2? 4. 6. 7, this awful 7. Really, this is probably the most candidate heavy game that I've played in a long time. It hasn't quite been this bad for ages. Okay, I'm going to click on the digits bit by bit and see if I've missed something obvious. Yeah, okay, so we've got 3 and 9 here, like this. So this is 1. So the 6s must appear somewhere here. This can't be a 6 here, right? So 6s are in those squares. So I can remove the 6s from these 4 squares here like that. That's a bit better. Not much though. Look at those sevens everywhere. Okay, so I think just the one mistake, or not mistake, but one elimination that I made there was needed to be done. And now I'm going to have to look really closely. So excuse me while I concentrate. Don't often have to concentrate too hard on these games, but I think in this case I'm going to have to. Keep getting close, and then no, not that. Oh, I can't see you. 7 as well has got to be removed here. I just see it now, look. 7 only in those 3 squares. I removed the 6s before. I didn't remove the 7s. So that's going to give me a 2 there. Oh, sorry about the excruciatingly long time it took me to see that. I do apologize, but there you go. Sometimes you just miss these things when playing live Sudoku, right? Tut, tut, tut. Right, are we any better off now? Oh, I hear the sound of rain again. I went swimming today and it absolutely poured with rain, which was a great thing because it kept me swimming longer and longer. And I beat a personal best today of distance in swimming. I'm not very good at swimming, but I like to go as often as I can. And this month that means just about every day. Oh, I was hoping to pick off some more there. I thought there was bound to be some more. Oh, there is. 9 blocks those 2 squares there, and there's a 9 has to go in that square there, and 9 will be erasing those candidates and giving us a 9 in that square, and blocking those 9s there and giving us a 9 there and an 8 there and a 2 there and a 3 there and a 1 in this square here and a 1 down there. Let's do a little bit of removals first of all. Seven. Let's get rid of the 7 there now. Ooh. Big bike. All of those 2s have to disappear. Blocks down here, that gives me 8 in that square, a 1 here, a 4 there, a 1 there, a removal of 1s. This is a 7, this is the 1 in this square, and 7 can disappear from this block now, and from and we can place a 2 there, and there's no 2 or 7 allowed there, but 4 and 5 is okay. Right, 1 is now our first completed digit. Have we got rid of the excess candidates? Yes, we have. Shaken them off with the oil. 3, yep, looking okay. 4 now. This is the only possibility for a 5 now, so we'll get rid of the 5s there as well. Got 7 down here, so this has to be a 6, which will get rid of the 6s there. And this can't be a 6 or an 8, so it's got to be a 9. And that we don't need now that we've got all of our 9s in place. Get rid of the 8s there. And 9 is finished. Right, okay, so now it's back to looking at the grid again with what we've got left. 7, 6, 7. Let's deselect that, it's driving me nuts. Oh, I was hoping I wouldn't need to do any more searching. I thought it would just become immediately obvious. Seems like this game has been quite a tough one, really. Certainly I've found it tough. I thought it was just me, but maybe it's actually quite a tricky game. Not sure. Oh, I've got 4 here. I'll get rid of all of those 4s. Okay, so now we've got a pair of 5 and 7, so this is going to be a 4. So maybe it's not that tough. I just might be missing lots and lots of things here. Just for no good reason. I just am missing them. 5 there, 4 there. Forgetting to remove stuff. Okay, just cleaning up now. I do apologize for taking such a long time to find the answer, but you know, I just played a game live, and so sometimes I miss things. Some would say I often miss things, but that's up to you. Okay, thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.